That's some good coffee right there. Welcome. And welcome to another episode of Opinion Wednesday. Today we're talking about digital versus film. Which one is better? Is there a better one between these two? Personally, my opinion is I don't think one is better than the other. I just think they're different. Now, digital, yes, you can set it on automatic and the camera can set the aperture, the shutter speed, the f-stop for you, so you don't have to worry about that. But are you a real photographer if you're using the auto setting on your camera? I don't think so. So I would learn how to shoot manual, even on a digital camera. Do your own settings. There's another benefit to digital is, of course, you can see your photos in real time on the back screen. You just click a little button and you see your photos right there, and you know what you got to adjust from that. So digital, it makes it maybe a little bit easier to take photos and to set up the type of photos you want, the settings and all that. That becomes easier, but that doesn't necessarily make it better than film. Now, film photography, you got to do your own settings, especially using an older camera. You got to set your aperture, your f-stop, your shutter speed yourself. You also got to set and match your film. So if you have, film, let's say 400 gold, you got to set that little knob to match your film at 400, because then your photos aren't going to come out if you don't. So you got to do all the settings yourselves. You can't see what the photos look like until you get them printed or transferred to whatever, a mini disc or whatever or your computer or through email or however you do it, however you want to do it. And then you see at the end, well, this is what my photos look like. So it's a little bit different, in those aspects. But that doesn't mean that one is better than the other. This thing keeps, I don't know if you hear. You hear that? That's annoying. See? I don't know why it's doing that. It's annoying. I want to lean right like this, but every time I talk, it's making noises. I'll take care of that on the next episode. Alright, so back to digital versus film. Now, personally, in my opinion, film, for me, I see it as more like the arts type of side, the art side of photography, like abstract photography, like Saul Leiter used to do. Digital now is, for me, is more if you want to do like product photography, like watches or shoes or a clothing brand or whatever, cars. Uh, Especially if you have a contract with the company, you want to see what type of photos you're taking. You want to see in real time. Now, using a digital camera, you can do that. You know what the photos are going to come out looking like, more or less. Of course, you're going to edit them at the end of the day, but there isn't that advantage to digital in that aspect of photography. So it depends on what you're going for and what you're trying to achieve with each photo. Is film photography making a comeback? Yes, definitely. Will it ever get back to how it was back in the day when they used it for film, for fashion, and everything in between? Well, that's because we didn't have digital back then. I don't think so. Personally, no. I don't think that film will ever get that popular again. But as far as maybe in the art community, yeah. yeah, I think you're gonna start seeing, we all are gonna start seeing, when it comes to art photography, artistic photography, you'll probably see a lot more film in the coming years. Uh, like I said, especially like Saul Leiter. If you know you're a photographer inspired by someone like Saul Leiter that used expired film, and if you know who I'm talking about, you can tell he loved the abstract part of photography. Uh, and the colors like red, yellow, blue, those, depending on the film you're using, they just pop. They just, it looks so good, and it's got that classic look to the photos, that timeless look. So in art, yeah, in art photography, I would definitely lean more towards film and using a film camera instead of a digital. But that, again, it doesn't make it better than digital. And if I'm doing a product shoot for, let's say, a watch company, I'm gonna use a digital camera. And that's because I want to see what the photos are gonna look like. All I gotta do is click a button and check out the photos on the back screen, or I can transfer them real quick to the laptop, see them even better. Oh, this looks good. Let's continue. So it just depends. It depends. But in my opinion, yeah, one isn't better than the other. They're just different. And you just got to make the decision, which one are you going to use and what are you going for? What are you trying to achieve with those photos? But that's my opinion. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Is digital better than film? Is film better than digital? Or are you just like me? They're just different. They're not better than each other. They're just different, or one another. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button and smash that like button for me. I would really appreciate it. Give me a follow. 2024 is going to be the year that I catch up with Peter McKinnon. uh, I'm going to try to anyway. Guys, thank you for dropping by. Thank you.